Oh, oh, I'm live. I need my headphones. This is pretty cool, dude. Wait for some people to come in here. See if anybody does come in here. Hold on a second. All right. Buck. Let's go. Hold on, I'm just lighting my last pink sugar candle. What's left of it. It's almost totally gone. All right. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Good morning. Or afternoon in my case. I got about an hour to chat with you guys. Little over an hour. Oh shit, I gotta fix this. Fuck. I'm kind of babysitting this little fucking project that I'm working on. I just went to Michael's and I bought this stuff called modeling paste, which is like it's like a thicker, I guess, medium that you could use to put some texture in acrylic paint or on a canvas. Well, you can use it on a variety of surfaces. I'm trying to mimic a rock look. Good morning. And right now I have to wait for it to dry a little bit. So I have to like sit here and babysit it until it dries. Which is fun because I have to smush it down a little bit once it's dried with my fingers. So that is what I'm doing. So I had to like bring this fucking, it's gonna be a lamp base. I'm trying to make the most realistic looking geode I can. So I'm trying to give the base a rocky looking texture as if it was like a real geode cracked. And yeah. So I gotta wait for that to go through Laura the Home Depot cashier. Oh my god. The fuck? What the fuck? Well, she thinks that that's me, but apparently, I mean, how would I be fucking typing in my own fucking chat? I heard Laura went live about me the other day. I didn't listen to it. I gotta be honest with you guys. I really didn't listen to it. You know, if I did, I would tell you guys because I don't give a fuck. But I just didn't listen to it because I was like, what's the point? Like honestly, what's the fucking point? It's the same shit. It really is. It's the same fucking shit every time she goes live. It's the same threats. It's the same shit, bro. She's gonna call my husband. I heard she said, like the same shit, you know. So why put myself through that? Um, I mean, Laura, you can go ahead. First of all, he probably won't answer, but I don't know what the fuck you think is gonna happen. I really don't. I don't know what you think. Hold on, I'm gonna go grab my coffee. I left it downstairs. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. Hold on. I knew I forgot. Oh wait, I didn't leave it downstairs. Ugh, I need to make a new one though. All right, we'll do that in a moment. Can you mix me 600 gallons of black paint? Can make it black like Laura's soul. So anyway, I did, however, get my hands on some clips from her. I guess she went live at some point last night, and she put it on members only, right? And it was about Wispy. And I got some clips here of some of the disgusting shit she said. And then she really sits around and she wonders why people feel the way they do about her. You know, it's like, dude, people talk shit. I talk shit about her on here, dude, on here. But am I fucking like, I'm not contacting your family members, Laura, which I could do. I mean, if I wanted to, but I don't, because you're a grown ass fucking woman. You're 50, what, 4? I don't think your parents or your family should be responsible for anything that you fucking do or say. Okay? You're a grown woman. You're responsible for your words on here, just like I am. So I wouldn't be, calling up your family members and tattling on you because, I can't handle words on the internet. I mean, that's fucking ridiculous, Laura. It's really fucking ridiculous. But that's what Laura does. She always takes it that extra step off the platform, okay, into real life, or at least makes the threats that she's going to start contacting your family members and that she's got your information. And, you know, that's what she does. That's just what she does, okay? So, audio, you can't hear me? Or what? Is there a problem with hearing me? Can you guys hear me? Let me know. I was going to go live earlier, but I had shit going on because I have, I went to Michael's and then I was on the phone, so I didn't go live earlier today. You could hear me? Okay. ZZ, maybe try to back out and then come back in. I think ZZ needs... Somebody let ZZ know. Tell them to leave and then come back in if they can't hear me, because I think sometimes YouTube's been really glitchy. Or make sure you're on 0 speed-wise, because if you speed it up, you're not going to be able to hear. So, yeah, apparently she still has... yeah, then you have to make sure you're on 1 regular speed. If you were listening to a live stream at like 2 or 1.5, oh shit, I hate this mouse, dude. I don't know why it fucking does this. If you're listening on, this happens to me all the time. If you're listening to a live stream at like a faster speed and then you go into like an actual live stream that's live, it starts skipping. It's so annoying. I hate that shit. All right. So anyway, I took a couple of clips. I got a couple of clips here. And we're going to listen to those. And this is just the vile shit that she says, that I'm sure the live she did about me was, you know, similar to the live that, it was probably very similar in nature, because this is just fucking Laura, dude. This is what she does. It's what she fucking does. Hold on a second. Let me get over to the clips. All right. So I have them on my phone. So I'm sorry. I apologize if, they're not on my, thing. I can't play them because this was on members only apparently. So and you'll see why. You'll see why she hit it. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, pretty tough and that you know everything. It's also at about... Bitch, I am tough. Hold on. Coming on, trying to think. Oh my god, this thing's so annoying. Hold on, my fucking phone is being a douche. All right, so this was from last night. And I didn't, what do you call it? I didn't get, like, I got her words, but I listened to the entire thing, and I'll tell you right now, her reactions are completely out of proportion to the fucking, it's completely out of proportion to what Wispy is saying to her, so... Because, you know, Laura's always like, oh, there's no context. Well, okay. So here's one of the things that she said. Coming on, trying to think, act like you're tough and that you know everything. Bitch, I am tough. And I do know everything. At least about you, your family, and everything else. But, and where your husband works, and yeah, I know all that stuff. Coming on, trying to think. So here we go. Laura, apparently, you know, because again, words on the internet, she went and I guess looked into Wispy's information. So she, you know, she looked into her husband, where he works, and all this other shit, right? And then here she is again using it in a threatening manner. Now, if Wispy was doing the same thing to her, I would totally understand it. But that's not the case, okay? Literally, I think she just plays shit on the internet. You know how Laura is. Hey, Carla. She's always blaming everybody else for what, you know, you do, which is another thing that I heard in a clip the other day that she said about me, which was on, and I'll play that. Actually, we could play that clip. You know, it's everybody else's fault. It's never her fucking fault. Or if somebody else says something about her and you're friends with her, right? It's your fault somehow. It's like, okay. Oh my god. I'll try to find that in a second, but hold on a second. All right, let me, while my computer fucking freezes up, let's go to the next clip. Act like you're tough and that you know everything. Oh wait. Bitch, I am tough. That is the same thing. Hold on. That's what your dad told me. Okay, this is her talking. I forgot your mom hates you. My bad.
Did your mom ever tell you that she wanted to abort you, Rocky? I'm just curious. Because that's what your dad told me. Oh, fucking right. Say what word, Laura?
So I don't know who Rocky is, but that's what she was saying to somebody in the chat. Your dad wanted to abort you. Okay, or your mom wanted to.
Retarded. You are absolutely fucking retarded. No, it's not in your nipple. It's called a fucking tumor. And it was not in my nipple. It wasn't in Alicia's nipple.
I'm gonna be honest, I only recorded that because of the way she said tumor. It is not a tumor. Oh my god, that shit's so funny. Hey, Emerald Girl, thank you, member, for 33 months. Oh, I gotta rewind that. I'm sorry, it's a little sped up. My bad. Sorry. Yeah, she has the thinnest skin ever. Hold on, because that shit was so fucking funny, bro.
Fucking retarded. No, it's not in your nipple. It's called a fucking tumor. And it was not in my nipple. It wasn't in Alicia's nipple either.
It's called the fucking tumor. It's not a tumor. It's called a tumor. Dude, that is not... Oh my god, I don't know why I thought that was... I gotta play it one more time. That was fucking hilarious.
Retarded. You are absolutely fucking retarded. No, it's not in your nipple. It's called a fucking tumor. And it was not in my nipple.
Are you retarded? It's called a tumor. Laura Schwarzenegger. Oh my god, I was fucking dying when I heard that shit. I don't know why. That shit was fucking funny, dude. It's called a tumor. Alright, I'm playing it one more time because it's so fucking funny. I don't know why I think that's so funny.
Retarded. You are absolutely fucking retarded. No, it's not in your nipple. It's called a fucking tumor. And it was not in my nipple. It wasn't in Alicia's nipple either. So who is the fucking idiot? Yeah, that would be you.
That would be you.
And you lied. You used your journey. You sound like the fucking retard that you are. I didn't use my journey for fucking anything, you stupid ass cunt. Now I'm fucking triggered. You want to talk about triggered? You're like, because that's how you fucking talk, the retard that you are. To make people feel sorry for you,
Okay, in all fairness here, because I tried to remember what was going on prior to Laura having this, reaction, where, Laura had brought up the MS, the fact that Wispy has MS several times, and she said horrible shit, which we'll get to that, during this little, clip thing that I have here. Said totally fucking horrible shit, okay? It's a tumor. Oh my god. And what Wispy was saying was that, Laura right before this is her reaction to Wispy saying that, Laura had her cancer, they found a little lump in her breast and they removed it, and then she did her chemo treatments as like a preventative measure, basically. And then she didn't even finish them, which is a fact, like, and then you heard what she finished up with, which was just saying she, we'll play it again. Hold on, because I don't want to misquote her, but, and so this is Laura's reaction to that.
Retarded. You are absolutely fucking retarded. No, it's not in your nipple. It's called a fucking tumor. And it was not in my nipple. It wasn't in Alicia's nipple either. So who is the fucking idiot? Yeah, that would be you. And you lied. You used your journey. You sound like the fucking retard that you are. I didn't use my journey for fucking anything, you stupid ass cunt. Now I'm fucking triggered. You want to talk about triggered? You're like, because that's how you fucking talk, the retard that you are. To make people feel sorry for you,
So if anybody was wondering why this particular stream is now on members only, this is why.
Absolutely are the one that used your illness to try and shut other people up about talking. Now you're fucking more retarded. No, I didn't, Wispy. Try again.
Dude.
And yes, people did feel bad for me because I had fucking cancer, you dumb cunt. Retarded. Shit. You are absolutely fucking retarded.
Oh my god, alright, I can't hear it again. So yeah. Triggered is fucking putting it lightly.
Retarded. You are absolutely...
Sorry, hold on.
In radiation, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Thank God my cancer was not fucking worse. Thank God I wasn't fucking stage 2, 3, or 4. What? You are such a fucking dumb MS cunt. And yes, now I'm gonna say it. Now I'm gonna fucking say it. You are such a dumb ass fucking cunt that I hope your MS eats you from the fucking inside out. Yes, I said it, bitch, and I mean every fucking minute of it. How dare you? You're gonna fucking sit here and tell me about my fucking cancer? Tony Fire's in chat. Do you know she shaved her head with me? Not because of any other reason than she fucking wanted to. Because she loves me. Would any of your subs shave their fucking head for you? Probably not. Go fucking radiation. Like,
dude.
Shit. And again, I truly hope that your MS fucking eats you from the inside.
Alright, hold on. Sorry.
In radiation. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Thank God my cancer was not fucking worse. Thank God I wasn't fucking stage 2, 3, or 4. What? You are such a fucking dumb MS cunt. And yes, now I'm gonna
Oh,
say
wait,
it.
sorry. Hold on.
In radiation, like what the fuck are you talking about?
What the
Thank God my
fuck?
cancer was not fucking worse. Thank God I wasn't fucking stage 2, 3, or 4. What?
Okay, sorry. I
In
don't know why I
radiation,
had
like
this.
what the fuck are you talking about? Thank God my cancer.
What the fuck is going on? Hold on. It
In
keeps playing
radiation,
the
like
same
what the
fucking
fuck?
clip.
Shit. And again, I truly hope that your MS fucking eats you from the inside out and you're fucking
Okay, hold
and
on.
you can't walk. I don't give a fuck. Hopefully you can't walk now. You're a fucking piece of shit. You want to see me triggered, bitch? Now you got me fucking triggered. Everybody knows that if you have something that you can use to make you
Dude,
feel sorry.
I mean,
And again, I truly hope that your MS fucking eats you from the inside out and you're fucking crippled and you can't walk. I don't give a fuck. Hopefully you can't walk now. You're a fucking piece of shit. You want to see me triggered, bitch? Now you got me fucking triggered.
I mean, dude, like, again, over words on the internet, this is, and she wasn't saying anything like, you know, wishing bad on Laura or anything like that about her cancer. She's just saying that, you know, Laura, you used it against people and shit. And this is her fucking reaction to that. This is her reaction to that. And in between, she was making all sorts of threats to, you know, contact her husband and what else? Strike her channel. Then she said she wasn't going to strike her channel. It's, you know, she's going to get Betty to help strike and Brittany and blah, 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 blah.
Everybody knows that if you have something that you can use to make people feel sorry, shit. And again, I
Okay. Hold on.
don't fuck with me and I won't fuck with you. Plain and simple. Everybody, if you think you know so much about me, then you would know that I go for the fucking throat. I'm not nice. When I finally have had enough, I will go for the fucking throat. Everybody knows this. That's why people don't fuck with me anymore. We saw what happened when MM pushed and got me to a point of no fucking return. And I own that and I take full responsibility for that. So keep pushing me, Wispy. Keep doing what others have done.
So here we go. She's going to threaten people again. I thought Laura changed. Didn't she say she changed? Oh, because this does not fucking sound like you changed at all, Laura. It just doesn't.
To push me to the point of no fucking return. But again, just like her, don't cry victim when it happens to you. Plain and simple. Yeah, I can't.
So she's making more threats. Oh, earlier in the stream too, I didn't get that part, but she was threatening to call CPS on her grandkids, I think it was. Yeah.
Be any fucking clearer. I have been at the best thing that happened after that CPS call came out is everybody left me the fuck alone. That's all I've asked for years. For years, just leave me the fuck alone. That was the best thing that could have
Really? Everybody left you alone? That's funny because you just did a live threatening me like what, 3 days ago?
happened to me. I was happy that it came out because everyone's shut up. And I loved it.
She was happy that it came out. She thinks this is like a flex. She thinks like, oh, people are scared of her now because she's going to go get a burner phone and, you know, fucking call the government authorities on you. Ooh, big bad Laura. She's such a tough guy. She's such a tough guy.
Absolutely fucking loved it. Starting to rebuild again on my own. Don't need all these fucking hate channels and all this bullshit. So, again,
She's starting to rebuild on her own. You know? She's not talking shit about anybody. None of that shit. Just, you know, just starting to rebuild on her own. She's doing her own thing over there, guys. She started a knitting channel, and we're all just, you know, picking on her. She's just sitting over there minding her fucking business, guys.
And sit here and fucking say whatever you want and do whatever you want. But I'm telling you right now, when I fire back, don't cry victim.
Don't cry victim.
That's not what I do. But you do.
No, nobody's crying victim, though. Except you.
Vilest mouse that I've ever come across.
Okay.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Sapphire was the one that Laura threatened to
I
call
think
her husband's
I think this might be the last clip, but it's the longest one, I think. Hold on. Yeah, this is the last one.
And report that he sexually assaulted her.
Okay, so she got that a little wrong here. What Laura actually threatened was that she was going to tell people that tell his job that he like ours children or something like that. But listen to what Laura says here. It's really funny.
Do you know the context behind that? I'm just curious. Do you know the context behind it? Probably not.
I don't think anybody needs to know the context behind that, Laura. The context is that, once again, Jules was talking shit about you, okay? And not, you know, just criticizing your behavior on here. And you took it to a level that it shouldn't have gone to. That just same as always, right? The same fucking shit that always happens.
And I never said that I was going to say sexually fucking assaulted anybody. That's not what was said. But carry on.
That's exactly what was said, actually, Laura. That's exactly what the fuck you said, because I'll play it on here. I will fucking play it.
Why? So, wait, what? Sapphire Jules, who has been somebody who has made videos about Laura for quite some time, calling her out on her bullshit. So, she threatened to call Sapphire Jules' husband's union and make false allegations that he sexually assaulted her. That is a blatant lie. That is not what was said. But you keep running with that lie, Wispy.
It's so funny because she goes, that is not what was said, but she doesn't tell you what was said. Do you notice that? That's not what was said, because she knows it's a little off, right? What Wispy's saying is a little bit off. She's got it mostly right, but she just got the victim wrong, okay? But Laura's not correcting it and saying, well, here's what I actually did say, right? Because if what she did say wasn't that bad, then you would just say what you said. But, you know, she don't do that.
It's fucking laughable. That is so not what was going to be said. But carry on. And it must be in her $1 million fucking apartment. But carry on with your another fucking lie. But carry on, Wispy.
Carry on. Carry on.
What the hell is it? What is it with the false accusations with that? Like,
yeah, what is it?
I don't know. Why don't you ask your buddy Wispy about all the false accusations that she has made tonight?
By the way, I listened to the entire stream, and there was not one false accusation made except for the fact that Wispy, and she's been pretty open about it, is that she doesn't believe Laura's, whole cancer story. But that's not really an accusation. She just doesn't believe. She thinks that Laura lied about her cancer. That's not really a false accusation. It's an opinion. She thinks that Laura has lied about things, okay? But what other false accusations were there? None. Zero.
What the fuck is wrong with you, lady? Yeah. Wow. It's gross. It's really gross. She tries to explain. She wants to express herself. Then what's the answer? Shut the fuck up, right? Wouldn't that be a good answer? I think that would be a good answer. To try to look better a person than I am. Like, no, I would never choose that. Wispy, I am a way better person than you could ever be. Ever. And I know that you don't understand that, but trust me, bitch. I have more fucking class in my goddamn pinky than you have in your entire fucking body.
I didn't even hear this part before. Oh, I was doing something, so I had to I recorded it. Oh my god, dude. I can't. Laura. Oh my god, she has more class in her pinky than Wispy has in her entire body. Okay. Okay. Classy people always say, I hope your fucking MS eats you from the fucking inside out. And I mean that wholeheartedly.
That to somebody. I would never even think about doing that to somebody. But Laura has threatened it more than once.
Yes.
More than once.
Yes.
And we all know what she did to make it monster. So. You sure did, and it doesn't stop you from running your mouth. It doesn't stop you from being a lying cunt. It doesn't stop you from spreading lies. There's a pattern here, Wispy. There's an absolute fucking pattern. But by the way, what happened to happened 4 years ago. You weren't even around. You weren't even fucking around. You are such a...
What does that have to do? I love when she, tries to use this as some type of, I don't know, argument against people. It's like, oh, you weren't around. It's like, all right, Laura, well, I wasn't around when fucking Hitler was putting Jewish people in concentration camps, but guess what? I still have an opinion about it, I still think it was fucking a horrible thing to do. So, I mean, what do you need to be around for? All you need to do is know what happened, and that's enough to fucking say, oh, wow, that was really fucking shitty for you to do that. So, I'm still at Tuma. Tuma! It is not a Tuma. Alright. Why does this thing keep doing this? Hold on.
Pussy ass, punk ass bitch.
Punk ass bitch.
Anyways, oh gosh, I can't even, she's so gross. Here we go. Yeah. Bitch, you haven't even seen gross. You literally haven't even seen gross. There's so much more where that came from.
Wow, Laura, you get worse than this? And you're proud of that? Oh, okay. And then you wonder why people don't like you? Oh, alright. When you're not married, I guess, you think that you're going to just, tell, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck Laura thinks, honestly, when she says that shit. It's so stupid.
Honestly, I'm bored with this fucking loser. I've had enough. I can only take her fucking stupidity for so long. So I'm going to end on this note. It is 3 o'clock in the morning. But I'm going to end on this note. Wispy, Shut the fuck up. But you know what's funny though? This wasn't even really about Wispy. Wispy made it about Wispy. This was about Avery, and this was about fucking Hondo and the lies, and Tony in New York. That's what this live was about that she's reviewing. But of course, Wispy had to make it all about Wispy, because that's what she does. And she begged for me to give her attention. She wanted it so desperately. So now she got it. And Wispy, go fuck yourself. And your dumb fat ass cunt sitting next to you, you can both go fuck yourself. So someone that said that they don't lie, you told a whole slew of lies tonight. So good luck with that one. But again, I'll go another 9 months without talking about you, but I guarantee you won't shut the fuck up. So I'm warning you, Wispy. I'm telling you right now, keep the fucking lies out of your mouth and keep my fucking name out of your mouth, or this is not the end. Okay? And on that note, I'll see you beautiful people tomorrow. I gotta babysit again. But I was.
All right. I kept it recording from that point. What fucked up, desperate ass motherfucker is leaving a fucking child in this woman's care during the day? Seriously. How fucking hard up are you for fucking somebody to watch your kid that you're leaving your kid with this motherfucker, this CPS calling motherfucker? Shame on you, whoever the fuck that is.
You guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. And thank you, mods. You guys are amazing. And thank you, everyone. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Yeah. So that was just some of the highlights, shall we say. Okay? That was some of the highlights of this disgusting, stream. Now, Miss Tough Guy over there, she puts her fucking live on members only. And it's like, well, Laura, if you don't think you said anything wrong, why are you hiding your video? Put it back public. What's the matter? If you don't think that anything that you said right there was wrong, why wouldn't you put your video back up for public consumption? Dude. All right. So now, hold on. We're going to go to Perplexed. Is it TC #1 fan? Yes. Hold on. All right. I had something over here the other day so that you guys didn't hear my bracelets, but I can't find it. Yeah, here we go. All right. Now I could actually play this on here. Dude, I mean, she sits around wondering why people get so angry at her, and fucking, it's just sick, dude. There's something fucking wrong with this woman. All right. So, here we go. Let's go. I thought I was on actual Laura's page, but, all right. So there was 2, I guess. So we'll play both of these. Again, make sure, hold on. I'll grab her link. I'm sure whoever's in here is already subscribed to this channel. But just in case you aren't, there's the link. There's the link. Did you hear her say she has info on Wispy's family, knows her husband's name and place? Yes, I played that. Yes, Mercedes girl. And hopefully everybody had a wonderful Mother's Day. I forgot to, I didn't obviously see you guys since then. We were in, the Philly area. I guess my son had a tournament, and oh my god, it was the longest day of my life. He had a game. I don't know who scheduled this shit, but he had a game at like 10 in the morning, and then by Sunday you got to check out of the hotel. So we checked out of the hotel in the morning. We go to his game. It was like, I don't know, it was like a little bit before 10, and then I was secretly like kind of like, oh my god, I hope they don't win this game, because if they didn't win, we would have been able to go home. All the parents were, because we wanted to go home. But of course we were still rooting for them. But like in the back of your mind, you're like, oh, I just want to go home, because it was a long weekend, But anyway, they end up winning, which I was shocked, because I really didn't think they were gonna win against this team. He was playing up a division, and then we had to sit there until 6:45 at night. So it was like the longest day ever. We were just like sitting around basically for the whole entire day. And then, but I mean, everybody else was there. All the other parents were there too. Everybody was, equally stuck there. So at least on our team, some of the other teams, the parents got to leave, but most of the kids from Jesse's team was still there. Well, everybody was. So anyway, oh my god, it was just such a long day. So we didn't end up getting home until midnight. They got mercied, which means like they just got their asses handed to them. It was bad. It was bad. And then they got, we stayed an extra 6.5 hours or whatever the hell it was for them to get their fucking asses handed to them. And then we didn't get home until midnight that night because, you know, the traffic coming back into New York was fucking insane because it was Mother's Day. So I told my son, I'm like, you better remember this if you ever make it anywhere. No, just kidding. But, you know, it was a long day. It was a long day. But to be honest, I was like, what else would I be doing on Mother's Day? Like, it was fun. You know, we had a good time. It was just a long day of sitting around, basically. But you end up watching all the other games and everything, so it's not horrible. And then talking to people. So, anyway, all right. I'm always away on Mother's Day. Like, I think the last 3 or 4 years, we're always away. All right, so let's get to this one first, and I gotta share it. Hold on. Oh, wait, I have it sharing. Let me know if you guys could hear it, because you know how my computer loves to not play things. Oh, I can't even hear it, so that means... Why is it muted? Hold on a second.
Okay, so
this is one of
them.
them.
Oh, my God. When you think that this bitch can't go any lower, she does. This is like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Listen to this.
Okay, so many years ago, I called CPS on Makeup Mobster. That's not a secret. The whole fucking community knows.
Aww.
Okay. But if you cared about Makeup Mobster, or if Makeup Mobster cared...
This is, I love her thinking here. It's so funny. If you cared about me, so she's going to fucking gaslight the people, all the other people that don't care for her. It's like, oh, if you care for Makeup Mobster, like...
Heard about her kid?
Or my kid. So now, if Laura does it again, it's other people's fault. This is like such... I fucking hate to do this, but it's the truth, dude. This is like a typical narcissistic like threat. Like if you cared about somebody else's kid, you know, then it's such a manipulation, dude. Such a fucking manipulation.
You wouldn't be stalking the person that called CPS on her. That's one thing you wouldn't be doing if you cared at all about her.
That doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even fucking make sense. First of all, I don't know who this is like directed to. I don't know who she's even fucking talking about in this, but whoever it is, okay? What does that have to do with my kid, Laura? She's such a piece of shit, dude.
And the logic these people have
I heard she's taking the same drug they tried giving me. Thank God I didn't take it. My insurance would not cover it. What is it?
Makes no sense when she's trying to be a victim.
I'm not trying to be a victim, Laura. The facts are the facts. You called CPS on me over fucking hurt feelings on the internet. I'm not trying to be anything. It is what it is, dude. If you didn't want me to be a quote victim, then you shouldn't have done what you did, and then you wouldn't have to worry about it. I didn't make myself a victim, but I'm not trying to be a victim. I'm just stating the facts. You fucking called CPS on my family over hurt feelings on the internet. That's really what it came down to.
If she wasn't trying to be a victim, I would say, okay, understandable.
Where am I trying to be a victim, though, Laura? Like, how? Exactly how am I trying to be a victim? I'm not the one who comes up on here and fucking constantly talks about this shit. The only time I talk about it is because I hear a clip of you talking about it, and then I fucking react to the clip. But you don't see me firing up lives and just, you know, sitting here like, guys, I'm a victim. Laura fucking attacked me. I'm not doing that. But whenever you're going to bring it up, I'm going to remind people that you did this over me laughing at your fucking stupid candles, dude, and your spray painted furniture. And you lie about everything. Oh, she was lying every day about me. I wasn't, dude. So why wouldn't I stand up for myself and be like, no, that's not true, Laura. I mean, my videos are still up on my live. By the way, speaking of videos, because of this live stream, if you guys got a notification for like a 3-year-old video on my channel, because of this live stream, obviously I got emails from people, text messages. Everybody was, contacting me that night. Laura's live about you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, whatever. I don't even care because I know she's just saying the same fucking shit that she always says. Don't care. Do what you got to do, Laura, okay? To make yourself feel better in the temporary moment that you're going to make yourself feel better. Never at any point does she show any growth like, I'm going to ignore you or I'm going to change myself and not act like a fucking total shitbag. Or, maybe I'll change topics and I'll just do my true crime thing and I'll stop talking shit about people and threatening people, Or maybe I'll log off the internet for a little while. I mean, there's like so many options that you have before you start attacking people's families. Just saying. But anyway, somebody asked me, I don't know if she brought it up or I don't know. I don't know exactly what brought up. But somebody asked me what happened in the live stream before that live stream where she called CPS, right? And so I said, they were trying to find it on my channel. So I said, I'll go see. I know where it is, okay? Because I remember the date, obviously, that this all happened. So I go back. And as I was scrolling back through my videos, I noticed that, I don't know why this was, but I noticed that the video, the day that the call happened, it was on, unlisted for some reason. So I put it back on public. And because I don't like to have hidden videos on my channel, dude. Like, I try to keep everything fucking real here and keep my videos up. There's maybe like a handful of videos that I've had to put on like unlisted because I accidentally showed something or whatever. But for the most, or I got struck, like that fucking douchebag. That was such a good live. That's the only one I'm mad about, was that fucking clown guy fucking struck my fucking live. What's his name? True Crime Jerkus. He struck my live. But he gave me a privacy strike for, some showing a video that a guy was showing pictures that he says weren't him. So why are you striking people? But okay. Okay. But anyway, my whole point there is that if you got a notification and and you're like, what the fuck? This is a 3-year-old video. I don't know why YouTube does that, but as soon as I put it on public, my phone like started blowing up with notifications that people are like, what the fuck? Like, why is it notifying me from this 3-year-old video? That's why, because I put it back on public. Because I don't know how the fuck it got even put on unlisted. I have no idea. I always thought that video was public. But I guess it wasn't. I have no idea. Yeah, I agree with you, Alicia. She's definitely fucking way too comfortable threatening people. Laura's empowered by this shit coming out. I mean, she just said it, She's empowered by it. Hey, unsupervised maniacs, why are you white knighting for piece of shit, Laura? Who knows? That girl's a fucking catfish, too. Anyway, so yeah. That's why it went back. So I have no idea. But funny enough, the person was asking about the live before that. And I do remember the live. I think it was called Dental Wannabe, because that's like Laura said that about me. We might have discussed her for like 5 minutes in the beginning of the live stream. And I will always remember that live stream, because that live stream, when I went back, actually when this all came out, I went back to go look at the thing and be like, what happened the day prior? Like, what happened on the last live stream? Because obviously something prompted her to do this, like she got pissed off for some reason. So I went back to that live stream and I'm like, this isn't even that bad. But on top of that, for most of the live stream, oddly enough, right, we were talking about alcohol, like the whole like last end of the live stream. We're talking about like alcohol and different drinks, and I'm telling you guys like I really don't drink, but I'm telling like old stories about when I used to like go out and party and shit and drink, and I got like wasted at a wedding. I think that live stream is what prompted her to call and say that I was drinking and driving with the kid in the car, because the very last live stream that I did before she made the call, we just happened to be, talking randomly about alcohol and talking about, what kind of alcohol we like and we don't like. And that was like the better part of the live stream. There was like a small portion of it where I spoke to her, but, I spoke about her. But it wasn't even like, I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was like anything bad. So, I don't know. Laura seems to have like these episodes where like right now she's kind of going through one where like she just gets extremely like angry, uh and then she starts like really fucking going off and lashing out at people, and it might be due to like who knows factors in her real life that are stressing her out on top of like YouTube stuff. And like at those point in times, it just goes to show that her like coping mechanisms are just like not fucking that of a 50 something year old woman. Cause it's like, dude, when things just get too much for me in my life, and I'm not saying I do things right. Everybody's different, but like I try to like take a step back from things when they start to, overwhelm me, or I start to feel like I'm too angry, or I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like I try to take measures to kind of calm myself down and not let myself get to a point, because like everybody obviously has a point, and I'm not saying that she should never be angry, because she has a right to feel angry when people are talking about her, like anybody does. I can't be like, oh, well, she shouldn't be bothered that people talk shit about her. Of course she's going to be. Anybody would be. But it's kind of like something that you have to accept with being online, is that like, even if you're a totally, normal, likable person, you're going to have haters. You're going to have people that don't like you. You're going to have people that criticize you, for a variety of reasons, whether it's they just don't like your voice, like my voice. I fucking hate my voice. They're gonna make fun of your lisp, or your fucking teeth, or your fucking whatever. It's just the way it's just how it is, dude. So, but and yeah, sometimes it gets to you, and you just you're like, fuck that. But like at those times, like I remember back in the day, I tried to bring myself back in the day when I was friends with Tiffany and I was friends with Laura, and like Tiffany was a little different for me, and I'm not, I don't want to talk badly about her, but I think she was a little different than me in that, like, I really don't fucking care what people are saying about me for the most part, so I won't listen to it. So like she would be sending me like Christina's videos and this person's videos, and I'm like, I don't care, dude. Like I just don't care. I wouldn't even watch them most of the time. Cause like, I'm like, why am I going to do that to myself? I'm going to listen to this, and then I'm just going to end up getting really fucking pissed off. And like, what good is that going to do me? Then I'm going to go live, then I'm going to say something stupid. So, I would try to like control at least some of like what I saw. I'm not saying I never watched any of it, cause some of it, I have to be honest with you, like I do find it funny when people talk shit about me, cause I'm just like, what the fuck? You don't even really know me, dude. You know me on YouTube, but you don't know me in real life. You don't know like how I am on a day-to-day basis in my actual fucking life. You know me as, somebody who is on YouTube who's talking shit about people, but like that's not my whole life, dude. That's not how I am in my fucking everyday life. Just it's a little fraction of time that you see me, But anyway, but you're allowed to have your opinion. I don't know. I kind of find it funny, like some of the fucking assumptions people make about you and your life and everything. But anyway, but when you start to feel that it's overwhelming you, or it's becoming too much, then that's the time where you're like, okay, you know what? I don't even fucking care what these people say. I'm not even going to watch it, because it's not worth it. It's not worth getting myself worked up for. That's the difference, I think, between her and a lot of other people. It's like a lot of us understand that it kind of comes with the territory, and not everybody's going to like you. And might even be groups of people that hate you, because if one person hates you and they have a lot of followers, more likely than not, most of their followers also aren't going to like you, because that's just how it is, on here, on social media. People get in these little groups and they all, feel the same way. But then, like, stay away from it. Like, that's what I don't understand. Why consume it? Why consume it, right? Get yourself all angry and worked up and fucking crazy about it when there's nothing you could really do about it. There's nothing you could do about people fucking hating you. There's nothing you could do. You could handle it, a few ways. You could do what Laura does and just go way over the board and go, make yourself look worse. Or you can fucking laugh at it. You can make fun of it, which is like what I try to do most of the time. Is just fucking like, dude, this is just so stupid. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because it's so stupid. Or you could get really fucking angry and, call CPS. I mean, like, or you could just ignore it altogether, And I'm not saying don't address it, because you have a right to address it. Everybody does. But like, when you take it, and I tried telling this to her even when I was her friend, right? To like, dude, why do you take this shit to the next level, dude? That's why everybody gets so angry with you. If you want to criticize somebody back, fine. You don't do that though. You don't defend yourself, you get offensive and then you attack people. And you say things that are just so like disgusting about other people, like wishing, she even said something about Wispy being in a wheelchair, you're fucking crippled. Like, why? Why do you do that? That doesn't make Wispy look bad. That makes you look bad, Laura. But she'll never fucking she'll never fucking understand it. She'll never fucking understand it. I don't know if I have the toughest skin here, Alicia, but I try to fucking just at the end of the day, I always just try to tell myself none of these people actually fucking know me. Like, they really don't. They don't know me. I've never had, most of the people that don't like you never even had a fucking personal conversation with you. So, like, what the fuck, Some of them have. But even those people, like, I'll use Tracy for an example, right? I had kind of conversations off YouTube with Tracy, but I never really talked to her about personal things, so she doesn't know me, say the same way that Alicia would know me, or B-Fergs would know me, or Purple Rain would know me, because we've talked about our lives actually and had like real personal conversations. I never really had that with Tracy. I've only really ever discussed YouTube shit with her. So yes, JJ, we're still at it. The job market in Huntsville, Madison area is crap. I don't understand how she could afford to live in Madison. Well, I don't understand how she lives, period. I mean, she was complaining. I heard like a clip of her the other day or something that she was like complaining about, the job market and the pay and how much they're offering. And it sounds like a lot of the jobs there are offering what would be below minimum wage here, and I'm like, but what do you expect though? If you're living in a state where the, rate to live is cheaper, what do you think is going to happen? The job, it's all relative. Like, there's really nowhere cheap to live, technically, or more affordable, because it's all relative. Yeah, you're going to live somewhere where, things don't cost as much, right? There's not as much, you don't have to pay as much, but you're also going to make a shit ton of less money than you would up here. Unless you had, like, I know people that worked for, say, the post office up here, and they moved down south and they kept the same pay, so that's different. But if you're working like a retail job, you're going to get like minimum wage down there. And I don't know what the minimum wage is in that area, but here it's $16.50, and down there, of course, it's going to be fucking less. But can I just ask a question though? Why can't she work on Saturdays? She was like, oh, I can't work Saturdays. And I'm like thinking, well, dude, like, what are you doing on Saturdays exactly? Like, why can't you work on Saturdays? I mean, like, if you're going to go for any retail job, both my parents worked retail. If you're going to go into any type of retail job, you're most likely going to have to work weekends. I mean, my dad worked 7 days a week when I was a kid for like almost my whole entire childhood until I was like a teenager. 7 days a week. We used to go to work with him on the weekends because he had his own store for a while, but like we had to go to work with him, and my mom, she worked at Kmart for years, and she was lucky that mostly she worked Monday through Friday, but she had to do an occasional, weekend day. But she was like, she got into like, she didn't really work in the store. She worked her way up to a management position. So she kind of worked in the back for like years. Most of the time that she was there, she was working in the back office, more doing like administrative shit for the store. So she really didn't, she wasn't out on the floor. But if you're going to be like a floor employee or a warehouse employee, more often than not, they're going to want you there on a weekend, especially when you're first starting out. I mean, that's just how it is, But anyway, let's finish fucking watching this. I forgot, went off on a
Payback,
tangent.
whatever. But you can't be a victim while your people are stalking and harassing someone else.
All right, so first of all, how does Laura know that whoever she's talking about is my people? First of all, I don't fucking own anybody on this platform, Laura. I don't own anybody. Nobody here is my people, okay? Do I have friends here? Yes. That I talk to? Yes. That you could affiliate with me? Sure. But none of these people sitting in my chat are my people. I don't own these people. They're just people that come into my chat and enjoy my streams, okay? That I like too. They're not my people. I don't own these people. They're not part of my group. They're not, they go in all different other chats, in different communities and all over the place. They're not my people. I don't own these people. I know you think that you own the people that like pay you for some fucking weird reason, but I don't own anybody in this chat. Everybody here is free to go and talk to and be wherever the fuck they want. I'm like, my thing's never been like that, dude. Never been like that. My group, whatever you want to say, my people. I don't own these people, dude. They're not my people. Fucking my people. I'm like, what the fuck? They're not my people. I don't own anybody in this chat. They're just people that come into my chat and watch me and probably watch a million other people.
Don't you get that, MM? Because these people...
No, I don't. Because that is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life, Laura. That's so fucking stupid. So don't you get that?
Like your bestie that created this account, and I could tell from the post it's her.
Who's my bestie, Laura? What account? Who's my bestie? Who? Who's my bestie? I'm not to be an asshole, but my best friend is an actual real human being. Okay? Who, I'm not that you guys aren't, but I'm just saying, like, that I grew up with my whole entire fucking life. That's my best friend. Okay? People on here are my friends, and if I'm gonna be closer with anybody, and I call anybody or consider anybody my bestie on this platform, it would have to be like B-Fergs or Purple Rain, who I've been friends with the longest on here. But I can assure you, neither one of them is concerned with making a fucking channel about you or an account about you, Laura.
Being that,
Who do I have to fight for the title?
One would use some logic and think like, maybe we shouldn't do something to piss her off, because what if she calls again?
Maybe we shouldn't do something to piss her off, because what if she calls again? I mean, Laura, what? So you're on here admitting that you're going to break the law again, okay? Waste the authorities' time again. What do you think would happen to you if you did it again? What do you think would happen to you? Not only would your channel be completely fucking destroyed at that point, I would assume, but like, what do you think legally would happen to you, Laura? What do you think would happen? I'm just curious. Because don't think you fucking do this shit again to anybody that I won't fucking help whoever it is, or if it's me, press charges, dude. And you'll be in a shit ton of trouble, because now you won't have just one, you'll have two under your belt.
What if she does?
Laura used to call you her best friend. Be careful. Laura's friends. Yeah, no, she's no, I never considered her my best friend.
Something again? That would be how most victims think.
How most victims think. Laura, don't tell people how victims think, okay? First of all, nobody needs you telling people how to think, okay? Because clearly, your thinking is so fucking off, it's not even funny.
But a psychopath with absolutely zero issues with what happened.
So now Laura knows I have zero issues with what happened, guys. I have zero issues. It's like, make your mind up, Laura. Am I trying to be a victim, or do I have zero issues with what happened?
Like, zero issues would do what you do.
So I guess somebody is using words on the internet again.
Yep, Laura can't take it.
And it's
And somebody else has proven they can't handle it.
upsetting Laura because they're telling the truth about Laura. I don't know exactly what is said, but of course, anybody that criticizes Laura or calls her out on her fuck shit is a fucking stalker. They're fucking stalking me. No, Laura. People warning other people about...
Oh, she's talking about the Home Depot channel thing that's stalking her, right? Laura's being stalked on a platform. Let's just make this clear. She openly said on here that she's fighting with people on Reddit, right? That's who she's being stalked by, right? So she's openly fighting with people on Reddit about people on YouTube. Right? She made this account. She said it on her live stream more than once that she openly made this. She made this account so that she could fucking go fight with people about people on YouTube. So who do you think is going to be in those Reddit, whatever you call them, subreddit? Is that what it's called? Who do you think is going to be in those comments under the Reddit post? It's going to, do you think people from, I don't know, fucking Instagram know who Granny's watching is, Laura? No, it's going to be other people from YouTube that are going to be in the Reddit chats. So it could literally be, how many followers do these people have? Out of, thousands and thousands of people. It could be anybody. It could be fucking anybody, Laura, that found your fucking account on Reddit. So is Laura stalking Granny's watching on Reddit because she made an account to go there and argue with people about Granny's watching's lawsuit? So are those people stalking her on Reddit? Or is she stalking them on Reddit? Because, Laura's never clicked on anybody's account on Reddit, right? To try to figure out who they are. And then, wait, hold on. She names herself like Candle Hoe on Reddit. And nobody's going to figure out, oh my God, who is this person named Candle Hoe with her birth year under it, right? Who is on Reddit talking about people on YouTube, saying the same exact things that she's saying on her live stream. I bet it was really fucking hard to figure your name out, Laura, and figure out who you were in these fucking whatever the fuck you call them, subreddits. But she's being stalked on Reddit. But she's not stalking anybody else, right? Because she's over there discussing people from YouTube, and she openly admits this. But only the people that looked at her account are stalking her. Okay.
You is not being a stalker when you're out there on a public fucking platform. But second of all, you say that MM wants to be a victim. No, MM didn't want to be a victim. She is a victim. And her son is a victim. And her husband is a victim.
My husband and my son are the real victims, not me. I'm not mad because of me. I'm mad because of for my husband and my son, because they're not on here. They're not on here. I am. And if you want to go after me and talk shit about me and say things about me, that's fine. I have no problem with that. I accept that. But why would you bother my husband and my son, dude? That's the victim, not me. Them.
Of you, because you're a weak ass bitch who couldn't handle words on the internet. So rather than log off or pick up the phone and say, hey, can we have a truce or anything like that, you called CPS on people who were innocent. 100% innocent. You tried to get a child.
Oh, the best part of her live stream today was that she says to Wispy, right? Like, oh, you have no history. And then she's like, if something happened to MM's kid, I'd be the first one to do anything that I could. And I'm like, Laura, don't even fucking mention my fucking kid after what you fucking did. Okay? Don't fucking talk about my kid. And I don't want nothing from you. Nothing. I would never fucking ask for your help for anything. Okay? If I wanted to know how to make, ugly fucking candles, maybe then I'd fucking call you. But anything else in life, I would never fucking seek your fucking help out.
Removed from a house. And now, because people are using words on the internet again, you're hinting that you're going to call CPS again? Laura, you want to say everybody else is a psychopath. No, you are a psychopath.
Yeah, true that.
You need help. I'm serious.
She's beyond help.
I am now fully convinced that Laura called on Brittany J.
I hate saying that. Hey, Mama Bear, that was you. I'm so sorry, Mama Bear. I was in, when you see somebody outside of a fucking chat that you're normally in, where the fuck was I last night? Oh my God. Oh, was it Samantha, what's her name's chat? Or was it Judy Ron's chat? No, I think it was Samantha Beningo. And I thought you commented to me, and I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, is that the same Mama Bear that's in our chats? I was like in my chat all the time. I don't know why. I had like a total brain fart. And I'm like, I don't remember the fucking 222 being after her name. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I totally, like spaced out, dude, totally spaced out. And I'm like, she's probably like, what the fuck? What's wrong with You commented and I commented back to you. But all right, it was Samantha's. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she probably thinks I'm a fucking idiot. Cause like I looked at the numbers and they started throwing me off the numbers in the chat. I was like, wait a second. I don't remember her having like a 222. Like some people have like, really unique names like ZZ Unfiltered, obviously, if I see her somewhere else. But I've seen other people named Mama Bear and I don't know why. And then I fell asleep. And I fell asleep during her live. I love that girl. I fucking love her. But anyway, excuse me. I was like, I don't know why. You ever just have like a brain fart like that? I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, is that the real Mama Bear 222 or is it a different somebody else named Mama Bear? Like, I don't know. I totally had a brain fart. So now I know it's you. Okay. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, you were in my chat all the time, but I don't know why the 222 was throwing me off for some reason. It was like the weirdest thing. Yeah, like I've seen other people named Mama Bear, so I got totally fucking thrown off. I was in Duty Ron's chat too. I love Samantha. What's her name? Beningo, I think. She's like a psychologist. She has to go through her whole, CV or whatever you call it, right? Before she does all her live streams. But she's been covering the Karen Reed case. Sorry, not Trace. And I like her take on it because she's very honest about it. But, all right.
100% convinced of it.
Yes.
This woman has snapped. I think that she's called on Brittany J. I think something in her brain has snapped. And Laura was like, hey, this is a good way for me to blame, people in QB's chat. And the way that Laura's talking when she talks about Brittany J, not to get too sidetracked, but it's the exact same way that she talked after MM got the CPS call where she was like, oh, we'll never know. It's probably somebody in her chat from the
Very
community. True. And this just, to me, solidifies it. Laura,
needs help.
It's not that you did something 4 years ago. It's that you never change. And this here is perfect example of how you never fucking change. The fact that you were still, instead of saying, you know what, I understand why people are still upset with me because I lied about being a CPS caller for 3 years, because I say mean things to people, because I never take accountability when I dox people in my Patreon. Again, I'm talking about Laura. I don't dox people. I'm not perfect, but I don't dox people. And I don't call CPS on people. So when you're sitting there, Laura, talking about how everyone's on their moral high horse. Yeah, when it comes to doxing and not being CPS callers, most of us are on our moral high horse about that. You never took ownership for any of the shit that you did. And then you play fucking victim. So, yes, Laura, people are still going to be upset. And instead of saying, I understand why, and I'm sorry for what I did, and leaving it like that.
No, she has no understanding of why I would be fucking upset with her still. This morning, she talks about, she shit talks us and then has us blocked so we can't respond. Yeah. She is weak. She has, this morning she's talking like, oh, if MM called me, I would answer the phone. First of all, Laura, I would never fucking call you for any other reason than to tell you to fuck yourself, okay? But second of all, you really don't understand. I mean, really, you don't understand why I would be fucking pissed at you. I understand why you would be mad at me. I understand why she's upset with me. Like, I get it. I'm not an idiot. It's very obvious why she's upset with me. That's fine. She has a right to be pissed at me and upset with me. But what I don't understand is why you would take it out on my kid, dude, and my husband. That's what I don't understand. And never will. So.
You somehow take people that are victims and try to make them be the perpetrators. You're the perpetrator, yep. Laura. You targeted a child, and you say sexual things about children frequently, and it's disgusting, and it's creepy, and you're a psychopath. You're the psychopath.
Absolutely.
Sit the fuck down, bitch.
All right, so that was one, and then I think there was another one about the person stalking her on Reddit. Hold on a second. Is it this one? Yeah. All right. No, she doesn't get it.
Well, maybe if
Cody was a good.
I mean, dude, if she sat here and said, I'm a fucking asshole and, this, that, and fuck you, makeup monster, fine, great. I don't know why you went to the, I know why, because you're a fucking pussy, but I don't know, I don't get it, because I wouldn't do that to you, even. I wouldn't do that to anybody, dude. I would never hurt somebody's kid and their fucking husband, dude, because I was mad about YouTube shit, dude.
Putting me down the parent next.
And I would never fucking take a risk of fucking, on my own, dude, just because I have things that I care about in life. My husband, my son, my own reputation in life, that I would never fucking take that chance of, making a call like that. And God forbid, I got fucking caught and got fucking, whatever, jail time or it's not worth it, dude. It's not worth it. Whatever the punishment would be, okay? I respect myself too much to fucking put myself and my family too much to put myself in a position where I would fucking, do something stupid like that and risk what I have, because I care about my kids and my family. You would think somebody in her position, okay, who is the only parent, the sole provider in her house, would be like, you know what, maybe I wouldn't, maybe I shouldn't put myself in this position because my kids depend on me and, I can't afford to have fines from a court or, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is, go to jail, whatever it is, be inconvenienced having to go to, court cases, whatever the fucking thing would be. All she could do is think about her fucking self, dude. And her angry feelings. And that's it. She didn't think about her kids when she picked up the fucking phone and made that call. She didn't even think about her own fucking kids when she picked up the fucking call. Because she wants to say, I don't care about my kid. Laura, you didn't give a fuck about your own kids when you picked up the phone and fucking made that call. Because God forbid you got fucking caught, which you did. And I wanted to press charges against your ass. How do you think that's going to affect your fucking kids? But you didn't think about that because you're so blinded by your fucking anger and your fucking hatred that all you could do is think about yourself.
I haven't had a child die. Who's a bad parent next? Get the fuck out of here next. All my kids are still here.
Hey, what's up? Oh, hey, Bull. Hey, true Arizonan. Hey, whistle up. Hey, Sly Devil. So, I'm really fucking pissed off. Laura and I were minding our own business, starting fuck shit. Yes, Sly, I'm getting into that. We were minding our own business and starting fuck shit on Reddit in the Sebastian Rogers community, and we were also in a subreddit on Granny's Watching.
Two places where there's going to be people from YouTube. Two places where there's going to be people from YouTube. And she names herself Candle Hoe. Whatever her birthday is. 71.
I know that Laura has mentioned that she's on Reddit every fucking live. And half a dozen to a dozen times she mentioned that what her ID was on Reddit. But you have these fucking stalkers from MM's community.
Again, how do you know that they're from me, right? It could be anybody from Granny's Watching or any of the people, Queen Bee, could be from any of the people Laura talks about. And she immediately blames it on me.
That came on and just...
With no proof. No proof.
Somehow found Laura. Somehow, even though, she's mentioned it, that she's on there every fucking live and mentioned her Reddit ID at least a half a dozen to a dozen times. How did they find her on there? And they went on to use words on the internet and criticize Laura. Bitch, please, sit down. Were you dropped in your heads or something as kids? You're stalking Laura in the Reddit community. Just because Laura wants to start fuck shit over there without being called out, you guys have to just come over there. It is so creepy. And you know what? You would think, after all the fuck shit that Laura did, that people would just Leave her alone. If she's so bad, why are you talking about her? Please tell me why. I'll wait. I'll wait. I am so sick and tired of
Sorry, I'll wait.
these people in this community. Are they stalking Queen Bee on Reddit? Are they stalking anybody else? No. But there's
Like, if you wanted to be so anonymous on Reddit, name yourself like fucking, I don't know, fucking Flower Lady. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's probably like the most innocuous fucking name, you know, that like, nobody would fucking recognize you. You name yourself fucking Candle Ho 71, and then you're like, oh, people found me. How the fuck did they figure that one out, Laura G? You know? Like, come on, dude.
stalking Laura. Please tell me why that is. I'll wait. It is not stalking when you put something on a public platform and advertise that you're out there. Oh, bitch, please.
It's just like if you look at her website, right, that she shares on here, you're a stalker. Actually, her website's on here. You don't even have to go to her fucking website because you can see all the shit she sells right on her fucking YouTube page. But then if you look at it, you're a stalker. It's like, oh my God.
Fly, block this person immediately. You are too stupid to be in this chat. If Laura says it's stalking, and it's fucking creepy. I mean, granted, you know, it's no creepier than calling CPS on a mother to try to get a child removed from her home.
Or knowing where somebody's husband works when they've never fucking shared that on here, right? Like she just said that she knows where Wispy's husband works. Yeah, okay. Why is she so fucking obsessed with everybody's husbands? Actually, I think they asked that during the live stream. And, you know, her answer was that, you know, if I ask people to leave me alone and they don't leave me alone, then I'm going to call their husbands and ask them. And I'm like, really, Laura? Again, you sound demented saying shit like that because it's 2025, Laura. Like, people don't control each other. And I know because you probably, well, from the sounds of your, you know, story that you shared back in the day, it sounds like, you know, that's the type of relationships that you were used to where, like, you were very controlling over each other. But, you know, most couples, normal couples, don't operate like that, you know? So, I don't know. Fucking weird.
It's no creepier than...
Like, the minute she finds out somebody's married, the first thing she does is go for, like, their husbands or, like, threaten that she's going to contact their husbands. Like, Laura, what fucking part of you thinks that anybody's husband would be on your side and not stand by their fucking wife? Like, that's the part that really gets me because I'm like, she must have been, like, married to people that didn't stick up for her or something. Because, like, my husband would be like, you can fucking deal with Liana. Have fun with that. You know? Or he'd probably tell her, well, you guys both talk shit about each other, so... You know what I'm saying? Like, deal with it. Like, get off of YouTube. I mean, he'd probably say the same thing that I would say. So, like, what do you think? My husband's gonna spank me? Like, or fucking punish me, Laura? Like, what do you exactly think is going to happen? Not just my husband, but anybody's husband that you've threatened to call. What do you think they're gonna be like, oh, okay, random YouTube stranger, you're right. Nobody's gonna do that. Nobody's gonna take your fucking side. Like, that's so narcissistic of you to even think that somebody's husband's going to answer the phone and have empathy for you and feel for you and take your side in some stupid online battle. Fuck out of here. So ridiculous.
Testing your boyfriend to see if he's a pedo or threatening to make up essay allegations or any other fuck shit. But when Laura does it, it's because you made her do it. When other people do it, back to Laura, when other people do 50% or even 25% of what Laura does, it's because you're all fucking stalkers. Sit the fuck down. Anyway.
Sit the fuck down.
The other thing that I briefly wanted to mention was Laura and I have new mugs up on the website for $177.
I thought I saw a clip of her saying something about this channel. Maybe it was on the actual fucking channel.
This one says,
Spark hatred.
spark hatred.
Maybe it was on that actual channel. Hold on a second, 'cause now I gotta find the channel. Oh, fuck, I don't know the name of the channel.
And every day's a fresh start
They were in here
to start
before.
more fuck shit. So you can go and order these, and if you buy them both, and then use code DURESS, or
I'm just gonna type Laura Home
use
Depot.
code Reddit Stalker at checkout, you will get 5 cents off of your order, but you have to put them both in your cart. Oh, thank you, True Arizonan.
Ooh, I got it.
True Arizonan already put 4 in the cart. Buying these, even though I can't pay my water bill. Aww. Thank you, True Arizonan. Laura will be so, so happy. Oh, thank you, Will. Will bought 10.
Like if my husband sees somebody calling from like wherever the fuck she lives, he's probably gonna like not answer it because he would think that it's like some scam caller. So like, and I'm sure most people's husbands would. They'd be like, "Who the fuck is this? I'm not answering this shit." What's she gonna do? Leave a message? Yeah, my husband will call you back, Laura. Sure. You think he's gonna call you
so
back?
much, Will. So that's really all that I wanted to cover. I am just so sick and tired of people stalking Laura, and by stalking, I simply mean reviewing her content that she puts out on a public platform that she doesn't like. And I am so sick of all of the hypocrisies and the lies that go on in this community. So haters, you can all take a short ass seat on a long ass walk off a short ass pier. Sit down.
Sit down. All right, hold on. Let me see. I found this other channel. So I saw a clip of her saying some other shit. And of course, hold on. Laura the Fraud Home Depot. Is this the same channel? Hold on a second. Wait, could you guys hear it? Am I playing? Oh, this motherfucking thing. Hold on a second. I don't know why this fucking thing does this. Oh, you son of a bitch. Alright. Share screen. Let's try this again. My audio, if I try to switch tabs now, it just like turns the audio off. Alright. So now at least I know to check it before I start fucking playing entire videos. But this was the one where she's talking about Home Depot, I think.
Like all of it. And I'm like, no, thanks. I mean, fucking Kroger's is 18 an hour. Why am I'm sorry, it was 24 now and not 26. And it just wasn't worth it to me. So I
Wait, what?
like all of it. And I'm like, no,
What did that
thanks.
say?
I mean,
Hold
fucking
on.
Kroger's is, and I'm like, no, thanks. I mean,
Ugh.
fucking Kroger's
I
is
hate these
18 an
things.
hour.
You
Why
can't-
am like all
Hold on a
of it?
second.
And I'm like, no, thanks. I mean, fucking Kroger's is 18 an hour. Why am I'm
Wrong
sorry, it was
one.
24 now and not 26. And
I am so confused. What she meant to say is Kroger's pays 18, why work for 16 at Home Depot? Oh, so is she working at Kroger's?
and it just wasn't worth it to me. So I
Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Damn you guys and get it. In Michigan, get a lot of money. Full-time in Huntsville, Alabama is $16 an hour. Okay, so that's the actual cost. I mean, cost pay. That sucks.
like all of it.
But wait, didn't she just say it's 24? Wait.
And I'm like, no, thanks. I mean, fucking Kroger's is 18 an hour. Why am I'm sorry, it was 24 now and not 26. And it just wasn't worth.
Where'd she get 26? I'm not, oh, whatever. All right. This wasn't what I was looking for, but let's go and see if we can find the fucking clip. I don't even know if it was on this fucking channel. 2 different lives saying 2 different things. Hold on a second. Alright. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't on this channel.
burgers, but if that means I'm gonna take a job at Best Buy for fucking 19 or 20 an hour
No, this is about the job. I thought I saw a clip of her saying something about this channel.
over
And that it was me. And she's like, well, if it's you... I don't know. She was basically trying to say, like, it's somehow my fault that this person's making this fucking channel. And I'm like, dude, I can't control whoever's fucking channel this is. How is it my fault that this person's made the channel? You know what I'm saying? So what? You're going to come after my family because somebody decided to make this fucking channel about you, Laura, and people comment on it? It was something about people from my thing, my community commenting on it. And I'm like... Okay, dude, because your name's on the fucking channel, Laura. Your name's on the fucking channel. So people are going to find it. Just like I found the other channel, #1 fan channel. Your name's on it, dude. Fucking it comes up when you search for you.
paralegal for 14. Yeah.
Most of us aren't subscribed to you, so, you know, we would have to type your name into the fucking search bar to find you.
That's what I'm gonna fucking do. And you're gonna see me working a fucking Best Buy at 19 an hour instead of a paralegal at 14. Or some of these other jobs.
What kind of bass awkward shit is that? That they're paying more at fucking Best Buy than fucking Home Depot. No, I mean than a paralegal. But how is she gonna be a paralegal? Don't you need to have like some type of like certification for that? My son works for 19 an hour. He's only 20, living at home. You have to start somewhere. That's not bad for 19 years old, you know, or 20. I don't know anyone that wouldn't work for 24 an hour when they don't have many options. She's gotten used to sitting behind a computer, letting others pay her way. Look, if she had all these high-paying jobs that she claims she had, she'd be able to get another high-paying job. You know? Why, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you had all these qualifications and, you know, certifications and degrees that you claim you have, why are you even applying at any of these places?
Secretaries, which is also...
Oh, I played this part already. Hold on a second. I mean, whatever. Do what you gotta do, but...
Don't fucking get it. They think that it's like a down or something. Like ATX, I was offered
Dude, shit, I fucking work at Home Depot. Who gives a shit?
a supervisor position. I have years of experience as a supervisor.
Honestly, I fucking love Home Depot. I'm fucking there all the time. I should get a damn job there at this
Like
point.
all of it.
The most
And I'm
annoying
like, no
thing
thanks.
about
I mean,
Home Depot... The most annoying thing is that about Home Depot, I asked my husband, because I'm like, when you go into Home Depot, are you like constantly being asked if you need help finding things? Because I kind of get offended by it in a sense, because I'm like, why? Just because I'm a girl, you think I don't know my way around this store? Like, I'm like helpless, like, oh my God, where's the tools? Can you point me in the direction? I probably know the store better than half the fucking workers there. Like, honestly, because I'm there so much. I fucking love Home Depot. So... I mean, kidding me? I would fucking work there. Who gives a fuck? Who cares?
fucking Kroger's is 18 an hour. Why am I'm sorry, it was 24 an hour, not 26. And it just...
Well, that's the thing. She hasn't worked in... Well, she's worked. She worked from home, right? So, I mean, but she's been out of work for years. So it's... Yeah, you're going to have to probably start back down at the bottom and work your way up. You're not going to just get a management position after being out of the fucking workforce for X amount of years. Just like myself, you know, I look at jobs every once in a while. I'm like subscribed to like Indeed and get the emails, and I'm like, you know, some of the jobs I want, I'm like, I haven't been in the workforce for 10 years now, over 10 years. Like, I can't just jump back in and, you know, things have changed. Technology has changed. Like, it kind of sucks, to be quite honest with you. But it's not like I was making that much money before I stopped working. But I'm just saying, like, you know, to get a high-paying job, I would have had to be working for the last 10 years. Like, I need to, you know, I kind of need to start over again, in a sense.
It wasn't worth it to me, so I...
What happened? Fucking internet. You suck donkey dicks. What the fuck is going on? What happened? I don't know why it's not playing. How the fuck is she paying her bills? Dude, blank screen, I would love to fucking know myself. Just out of curiosity, because I'm like, dude, how the fuck are you surviving every month? Like, I'm sorry, I don't believe that you're making enough candle sales. Clearly, fucking, YouTube isn't paying your bills. I don't think. I don't know. Unless she's just squeaking by. I mean, she's babysitting. I don't know how much that fucking could pay. What? How much are you paying? I honestly think her getting a fucking real job and going out into the workforce and actually communicating with real people, because I don't think Laura has an outlet outside of her home where she actually talks to other adults. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go to my son's sporting things and I have tons of, people that I'm friendly with and I talk to outside of my home, because it does get very lonely and isolating. Like when Jesse was a baby, I remember feeling very isolated being at home all the time, because, it's like you're home with a baby all day, and you need to have contact with other humans, dude. You need to talk. That was one of the hardest adjustments for me, was like not being at work and talking to my friends from work and stuff like that. It was a big adjustment for me. I enjoyed working. I enjoyed my, the people that I worked with, and even just having that fucking ride to work every day when you're like alone in the car and you're, listening to music or whatever and drinking your cup of coffee, like, you start to really appreciate that shit when you don't have it anymore. So, it gets isolating. When Jesse was a baby, I started like going to the library, and then once he got into school, it was a lot easier to like socialize with people, especially when it was in pre-K, because we all had to like pick up and drop off all the time. So the moms would end up like hanging out and talking, and then we'd make play dates, go to the library, go to the park, but like, it could get very isolating. Her kids are older, so I don't think she has like, that outlet where she's involved in their sports and stuff like that, where it's like, you kind of make, at this age, right, when your kids are young, you kind of make friends through your kids, friends, basically, right? Like kids that are on your sports teams. Most of my friends right now are from hockey. Most of the people that I talk to are from hockey. We go over people's houses. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a good friend that I talk to almost, I mean, multiple times a week. I met her at hockey years ago from Jesse playing hockey, and we're still really, our kids aren't even on the same team anymore, but we still talk all the time. We hang out all the time. We make plans to get the kids together. We went over their freaking house for Thanksgiving. We're just tight with each other. She doesn't have that outlet, and maybe going to work would like, she could actually meet some like real people. I think it would be good for her, honestly. You need that social aspect of life where you're actually talking to other real adults, not online. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having online friends. Obviously, I have them too. And trust me, part of me even going online and making friendships with people was part of that isolation, that I was home, by myself on, with a baby when Jesse was young. And it was just like, I need to talk to people. Like, I'm a very, very social person, so I need to talk to people. I also really value my alone time, but like, I need to have contact with other humans. Back at that time, though, I had my neighbors. At least I used to hang out with them, sometimes, and bullshit with them. But like, you could get very isolated being at home all the time, and I think that's, it's not good for you. You need to get out and actually have socialize with other, human beings from time to time. I just don't think she has that. I just don't think she has it. No, I can't imagine being her coworker. I don't know what the fuck happened. This shit like froze. Or it doesn't even matter. I gotta get off here in like 10 minutes anyway. But,
Like,
I closed it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would be a very good thing for her to go get a job, even if she's not making the money that she wants, just to get the fuck out of your house, dude. And like, get away from the computer and get away from the internet. And you know what I'm saying? Like, log the fuck off, dude, for a little bit. It would probably be a very good thing for you to do. To have some, real people in your real life. Because once you start working, you start making friends with the people that you work with, because you spend so much time together. And then, it opens up your world to having more of a social life, a real social life, and not just, people online. I don't know. And I don't get me wrong, I talk to, I talk to a lot of you guys online more than I probably talk to some of my real life friends. It's just that, it's because it's easier to contact each other, right? We're always talking on our phones or something, but like, you know, you have to get out of your fucking house, dude. You really do. You really need to get out of your house and socialize with other human beings. Maybe you wouldn't be so fucking angry. I'm cleaning houses and getting certified for crime scene cleanups. Ooh, you're crazy. I wouldn't want to do that. Cleaning houses, fine, but not doing fucking crime scenes. I've thought about fucking doing house cleaning. I'm like, shit, easy money, right? But I'm not, I kind of hate fucking cleaning, and especially like other people's dirt. I'm like, ugh. But some people don't care about that kind of shit. I'm like one of those people that gets grossed out pretty easily. So I would work at Home Depot. I don't care. Money is money, and I could learn a lot about the plants and flowers. Yeah, there you go. Work in the garden department. I fucking love Home Depot. I fucking love Home Depot. It's great. It's fucking one of my favorite stores to go to. I'm at Home Depot at least once a week, if not twice. I love this store. I don't know. Sometimes I just go there to walk around. I love the way it smells for some reason. I don't know what it is, but I love when you walk in Home Depot and you just take like a smell, kind of like how I like the fucking Walmart tire department. I go like walk near the tire department. I don't know what it is, but I fucking love the way tires smell. Smells so good. That's some backbreaking work. I couldn't do it. I heard it pays well. What's that? Oh, what? Like house cleaning or crime scene cleanups? It's hard to get out when you were redoing a website every 2 days for your large candle empire that rivals Tom Ford. Like, dude, like, I don't, like somebody said, I don't know how she's surviving, because I know if I had a count on YouTube and my business to survive, I wouldn't be able to do it. It would, I wouldn't even survive a fucking day. You know, it's slow, especially right now with the cost of everything so high. Like, people are not, you know, buying those like unnecessary impulse items right now, like the way that they were maybe a couple years ago, you know? So it's like, and I understand that. And I probably don't dedicate the time and, you know, effort that I could into like, you know, really marketing myself. Cause I get, when I start thinking about it, I'm like, oh my God, I can't handle a lot of business at the same time. So, you know, I do what I could handle, but like, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. I just don't believe she's, you know, maybe she has a couple of people roped into these monthly subscriptions that she has on her website, and that helps her out. And then I know she has her Patreon. I don't even know if she goes in there anymore. You know, members on your channel, that helps. But like, she's not getting super chats, so I mean, from what I could see, I don't watch her every fucking live, but I don't see her getting tons of super chats. So that's not a viable option. So she has to be doing something else, you know, babysitting. Great. I guess, you know, maybe she gets a couple $100 extra a week from that. Who knows? Who the fuck would leave their kid with her? That I don't know. That I don't fucking know. But God bless that person. I mean, they must have been hard up for fucking somebody to watch their kid. It's impossible to cancel her monthly subscription. Are you serious? Jesus. Well, you can't. Well, could you email her and cancel it? She should definitely have a way to cancel it on there. I don't even know how you would go about doing something like that, nor would I want to, because I don't know. Who needs cement things shipped to their house every month? I mean, it makes more sense with candles, but like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't actually think she's employable outside of the home. Well, nowadays the problem is like people search your name on YouTube. I mean, they search your name, right? On I'd rather clean anal glands than babysit someone's kid. I wouldn't mind babysitting, but I think, you know, if you search her name and then you see her YouTube channel pop up and you see all like the horrible videos made of her and the horrible shit she said, I mean, that's the reality, is that people, you know, search you on online nowadays. And like, you know, if people hear you saying hateful things, like, you know, they're like Atlanta's too dark, for instance, who is going to want to hire you after that? You know, I don't think she realizes that, but like any employer, especially if they're going to be paying you a lot of money, they're going to fucking like search you, and Laura be like, this fucking Home Depot's stalking me. They're fucking stalking me. You know, but it's like, no, they're going to look into you now because they can. They could look at your Facebook. They could look at, you know, all the shit that you post. And you have a bunch of negative shit on your, you know, social media. You're not going to get hired anywhere. And there's a lot of clips out there of her saying some really fucking horrible shit, you know, and I'm sure it's not that hard to find if you search her. So, I mean, come on. You know, so that could definitely, you know, be affecting her in the job market, you know, trying to find a job. They will never pay a minor child for it is paid to her in her name. What do you mean? Oh, what are you talking about? Why would they be paying a minor child? I can't go live because of my job. It is what it is. I already told human resources. I did YouTube. I wouldn't, you know, necessarily tell them, but if I got a job, I probably wouldn't be going live here. I mean, I'm definitely gonna go back to work at some point in time when my son gets a little older. She would say you called Home Depot, people in your chat did, because it always has to be someone else's fault. That is true. That is true. No, she has trouble getting along with other people. I would never put my YouTube channel on a resume. Who the fuck does that? I think she has her YouTube linked on her LinkedIn page, which is a really bad idea. Really fucking bad idea. Oh, Social Security don't pay to a child. I have no idea. I don't know anything about that. When Wispy played Laura saying, I'm going to throw your head into a wall, and are you? I was, oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, dude. See, like, shit like that. If somebody finds a clip of you saying that, you know, you think they're going to want to hire you after that? That's why, like, dude, you saying that kind of shit, yeah, again, you're so caught up in your anger at the moment that you're not thinking of the bigger picture of, like, oh, you know, what if I need to get a job again one day and people outside of, you know, find this, and how do you even explain saying something like that? Nobody's going to want you if they see you raging the fuck out like that online, and then will want you on their fucking channel like that. Yes, I think she has her YouTube somehow affiliated with her her LinkedIn. Or she used to, at least. I don't know. I haven't, like, checked her fucking LinkedIn recently, but I'm pretty sure she used to have it, like, linked everywhere. My kids was the first Wednesday of every month into my bank account. Oh, well, then maybe that's how she's paying her bills. I don't know, dude. I'm just like, I just know for myself, I mean, she definitely goes live a lot more often than me, but that doesn't matter because if you're not getting super chats, and again, I don't know what her memberships look like or how many people are still members on her channel or Patreons, but like, all right, let's just say she's getting a couple $100 more. Still, dude, like, how are you surviving? You would have to survive off of YouTube. I would think she would have to be making at least $50,000 a year on YouTube, you know, alone to survive where she lives. Here, you would be fucking dead. You know, it would help out in my situation because obviously my husband works, so $50,000 a year on YouTube would be great. But for her situation where she's like the only person, you know, providing in her household, $50,000 is, you know, that would be here. You wouldn't even be able to survive. There, you might be able to just scrape by. I do not think she's making anywhere fucking even remotely close to that. So, you know, and as far as her candle goes, yes, she might get a couple $100 here, there, and, you know, everywhere. But I can't imagine that it's paying her fucking bills, dude. Clearly it's not. If she's, you know, still saying she's broke and she's looking for a job, then she can't be fucking surviving. And, like, you know, maybe don't give that up, but, like, girl, you gotta fucking get real at some point in time, right? I don't know how she's been able to squeak by this fucking long, you know? Even when we were friends and she was, like, getting more people in her chat and everything like that, I still was like, how do you plan on surviving off of YouTube, Laura? Like, I just didn't understand it. Because I was like, you're not at the point that you're ever you have 22,000 subscribers. Let's be realistic. Probably only like 1,000, if even, are fucking actually watching you, right? Because a lot of those people might have subscribed years ago and just don't watch your channel anymore, or don't even come on YouTube. You know, that goes for any of us. But like, you're not getting it. I don't know how you could even survive off of this. Like, I couldn't see it. I just couldn't see how she was surviving at that point in time. And at least her channel was doing a little better. She was getting like, you know, maybe 300 people in her chat. She's getting super chats. She had her Patreons and everything. But like, I still was like, she told me what she was making in each area. And I'm like, I just still can't understand how you're surviving off of that. She's like, the one thing she said when she said it on here is that I think she said her super chat pays her rent. And I'm like, okay, that's one bill, dude. What about everything else that you need to survive? You know, you need to pay for everything, food, you know, your water bill, all your utilities, your phone bills, your kids' phone bills, clothes for your kids, school supplies, all that shit. Where's all the extra money coming from, dude? It's just like, it's mind boggling. Somebody's either helping her or she's on like some serious fucking stipend fucking, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. Because I'm like, there's no way. And this was back when we were friends and I know she was making a little more money than she's making now. Now I really just don't understand it. But back then I was like, okay. And then when she said she's starting a candle business, I was just like dumbfounded by that one. And I was like, what? Like, you're going to do this at a time where like there has to be an income coming in from somewhere else. That's all I'm saying, is because there's no fucking way, dude, that, you know, you lose your job and you're like, oh, I'm a single parent, I'm a sole provider, I'm going to start a fucking candle business. Like, most people start businesses while they're still working, you know, or if they have like money. Like, I was able to start my shit from a couple of $1,000 that was fucking owed to me from years ago when I paid for a fucking vacation and we didn't get to go on before COVID. And I paid the money and I had to fight to get the money back. When I got the money back, that's how I fucking was able to start my, you know, business, basically, buy a lot of the supplies and everything I need. I bought my printer, you know, and everything that I needed to just get off the ground and get started, you know, pay my initial website fees and stuff like that. I took some of that money and that's how I paid for everything that I started up with my business. All the supplies I needed, you know, the packing supplies, the boxes, all that shit. I took that money, I invested it in, you know, I bought molds and I bought all that shit with that money that was owed to me from years ago. But I mean, I don't know. And then she's also spending thousands of dollars on shit that she doesn't need. So I just like, it's mind boggling. Either she has, I don't know, maybe she got some type of settlement or something like that. And she survives off of that. I have no idea, because I cannot imagine that she's making it money with fucking whatever. It just doesn't even make sense. Her landlord accepts Section 8. Oh, I don't know, maybe. Sis didn't get a large amount. She was disabled her entire life. Who's that? Think about if she's getting what my sister gets, which is $1,800 a kid. That $1,800 pays her rent and utilities, and candles and YouTube pays extra expenses. Yeah, but like, I don't think she's making that much fucking extra money where she could even afford utilities and shit. I don't know. Maybe she is. I don't know. I have no idea. You know, it goes into surviving parents' bank account, and they could do with it as they wish. Sadly, that's kind of sad, though, isn't it? Really meant for her kid, the money, but whatever. I get it. You have to survive. I mean, I'm not saying she's not in a hard situation. Obviously, it's just that she's in that situation due to choices that she made in her life, you know? But I just don't understand how she's fucking doing it, dude. I don't. And when I was friends with her, she told me she gets no help. Well, I don't know. I got a million different fucking stories about who pays her, who doesn't, which baby daddy gives her fucking, you know, child support, which one doesn't. So you never know what the truth is, but I don't know. But she said she got no help from the state at first when we were friends, and then one time she's in the supermarket, she got excited about, I don't know, the price of something, and she's like, oh, it's so much cheaper if you use your food stamps or your EBT card, whatever the fucking card is. And I'm like, what? I was like, wait a second. And then she realized that she fucked up. She's been moonlighting as Mr. Egg giving little kid horsey. Oh my God. All right. I got to get off here. I have to go get my son from school, but it was lovely talking to you guys. And I will catch up with you guys sometime in the very, very near future. So hopefully everybody enjoy the rest of your, today's Monday? Tuesday. Oh, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and I'll talk to you guys sometime maybe later this week. All right. Have a good one. Bye.